Om. 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 Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. My humble pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you to today's session of Yoga Vashishta. I am conducting these study hours as a means of my study. I want to study, that's why I am taking this opportunity to study Yoga Vashishta and at the same time recording it and making the notes available for everyone. I am not a Jnani, I am not a Pandita, I am not a Guru. I am just a student. I am reading from a book on Yoga Vashishta published by Ramakrishna Math. This book is in Telugu. I am reading it and at the same time I am translating it into English and speaking out. This is a study hour for my learning purpose. If there are any errors in understanding or translation, they are mine and I beg your forgiveness. So we are studying Vairagya Prakarana. We are at completed 23 chapters. We are at 24th chapter. Sri Rama has been explaining his thought process, his dispassion about the world to sage Vishwamitra and sage Vashishta. So he is continuing. He is saying, whatever we see in this world is made up of moving and non-moving things. And this is like all of them are like dream objects, sometime appearing, sometime disappearing. Once what we know as a huge forest becomes like a desert some other time. What we see as a big ocean becomes a dry land. And it can become a big mountain also. The body, somebody's body which is decorated with chandan and silk clothes, flowers, being attracted by many people, same body upon death of that person will be thrown into the funeral pyre. Great cities are destroyed and they become big forests. Great rulers, great kings become ashes. A big palace which is dazzling beauty becomes a desolate place which is fearsome with bats and cobwebs. What is a green pasture becomes a desert. Where there is water, river, there you will see dry lands. And where there was dry lands, there is water. There it becomes a flowing river. In this ephemeral world, what is permanent? Everything is temporary and changing. Childhood, youth, body, all these objects, all of them are temporary and impermanent. Just like waves on a river, they come and go. This life is like a lamp in a storm. Anytime it can blow up. All the objects what we see in the world keeps on changing. Oh Maharshi, whatever we see in this universe can be compared to a beautiful dancer's dance. All the beings are like the clothes of the dancer. All the beings coming and going into the world, not only this earth, Bhuloka, they also go into heaven and hell. They keep on rotating. They go to heaven sometimes, they go to hell sometimes, they go to earth sometimes. All these are the various postures of this dancer. There are many postures of this dancer. So many things happen in this world. All of them come and go. They are like the moving eyes of the dancer. Whatever we see in front of us is a great delusion. What is this dance? I wonder at this dance. What movements? What temporariness? These kings, this wealth, prosperity, pleasures, great people, their greatness and their power. What is happening to all of this? Everything is going away in a momentary moment. What about us? Do we stay like this? No, we also do not stay. Our life is also temporary. We are here for a brief period. We have come, we stay for a brief period and we go away. And again we may be born again. So in this cycle of life and birth, coming and going, where is the end? I don't see any end to this. Human beings are taking birth as animals. Animals are taking birth as human beings. Angels, devatas, are leaving off their divine forms and they are born as animals and human beings. There is nothing permanent in this world. Look at Surya Bhagavan, the sun god. He is, through his sun rays, he is nourishing the entire plant kingdom and the world, all the people. And all beings come and go, and he is the witness of all the people. But at the same time, He is also declining day by day. One day, sun also will diminish. Even the Holy Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara also have a beginning and end. Everybody are traveling towards their destruction. People think we are great, I am a great being, I belong to this great family, I belong to great tribe. All these are ephemeral. As long as death is not confront them, does not confront them, they will be proud of their family, their upbringing and all. Those who are confronted by death, what use is money, power, relatives, greatness, all these things for that person who is confronted by death. At the same time, a rich man suddenly becomes a poor man. A healthy person becomes unhealthy. This world keeps on changing. Who is here in this world who is not deluded by this magic? The sky is full of black clouds at one time. Another time it is full of light. At another time it is filled with pleasant wind. At another time it is filled with thunder and lightning. Sometimes the sky looks silent. Sometimes it is fearsome. Sometimes it is full of stars and moon. This way, world keeps on changing moment to moment. O Muniswara, in a moment we encounter many dangers. In a moment we accumulate lot of wealth. In a moment life. In a moment death. O Muni, tell me in this world what is not temporary. In this world, everything we see is in a different form at one point of time. They appear in one form to us in the present moment, and they take different form in future in a different time. Is there anything permanent in whatever we see? Earth becomes cotton tree. There are many cotton fruits for that tree, and those cotton becomes as a cloth to a person, and that cloth after some time mixes with becomes old and it goes back to earth. Do you see? Everything keeps on changing. A jiva undergoes janma, sthiti, vruddhi, parivartana, apakshaya, vinashana. All these continuously moving, moving, moving. People kill each other. One warrior kills 100 warriors. Bad people become rulers. Those who have great wisdom, they become helpless under such rulers. In the river, a wave rises. After some time, wave merges with the water. People who are nothing but consciousness, conscious beings, they get associated with the matter. Thoughts change, opinions change. Childhood changes to youth. Youth changes into old age. This way, everything keeps on changing. Oh Mahatma, look at the mind. It is like a great actor. A great actor performs all kinds of expressions. Similarly, the mind, one time it is happy, another time it is sad, another time it is angry, another time it likes something, another time it dislikes something. It is like a great actor. And the Virinchi Brahmadeva creates various objects that cause all these emotions. And he creates various events that cause these emotions. And he is tireless in this creation. He, Brahmadeva, protects all the people, all his people, and after some time, he destroys all the people, the same people. People are deluded by all these things, but they are not trying for moksha or liberation. People are part of this samsara, this repeated cycle of life and death. They are coming and going. They don't know that this is not permanent, but they get attracted and they get attached to the things. And there is no end to their suffering. In reality, their relatives, their wealth, their family, everything is temporary, but they are attached to that. They are attracted to that. Oh Maharshi, time is very magical. Even great wise people get deluded. In this great tree called samsara, there are so many fruits who are jivas. They are being born and they are falling down and new fruits are coming up. But there are very few fruits in this tree who are the sweet fruits of wisdom. Oh Maharshi, all these are fine, but tell me something. For this jiva, how come he is undergoing so much of suffering and sorrow? We are all puppets in the hands of the time, Kalaswarupa. Alas, we are lacking wisdom and we are lacking foresight. We are spending our time wastefully. Therefore, looking at all these things, I'm not able to enjoy the life. I should spend my time wisely to know how to be liberated. I cannot live forgetting all these factors and just immerse myself in worldly pleasures. I cannot waste my time. This ends 24th chapter. We will go to 25th chapter. Padartha dosham, the defects in the objects. O Maharshi, look at this mind, manas, chitta. It is getting attracted to various objects, various sensory pleasures. And as a result, it gets burnt by the fire of that sensory pleasures. Those who understand that sensory pleasure lead to sorrow, they will not be attracted to sensory pleasures. Those who do not investigate, inquire into the reality of the sense pleasures, only they will be attracted to the sense pleasures. These objects and sense pleasures, there is defects in them. Those defects come to us who will undergo experience, enjoy these sense pleasures. As time goes by, a person acquires a taste or an association or an attraction to some sense pleasures, and as a result, due to the habits, the person becomes weak-minded. Without those sense pleasures, that person cannot stay. With this, in the samsara, whatever meritorious deeds we have done, they take back seat. By doing inquiry into this kingdom, these pleasures, and the worries that come with the kingdom, ruling a kingdom, all these things are troublesome. Therefore, I want to be trouble-free solitude. I seek solitude. This gardens, palaces, pleasures, money, women, they cannot give me permanent happiness. I understood that. My mind wants only peace. Only peace I am seeking. But it is very difficult to get rid of sense pleasures, and craving is very difficult. Though we know the defects in these sensory pleasures, we are helpless. We cannot get rid of the craving for the sense pleasures. Those who spend their time in spiritual practices only can overcome this weakness. Who can help me? Who can protect me? Who can save me? How can I become peaceful? I don't want life, neither do I want death. What is there, let it remain as it is. I will stay as I am. I will not try for anything. I will not reject anything. All these kingdom, palaces and everything develop an ego. I want to get rid of ego. I have nothing to do with this palaces, kingdom and all. Uncountable people come into this world. But what is the use? They are all slaves of the sense pleasures. They are all dictated by their previous lives, karma, and habit patterns and vasanas. Those who break free who become liberated, they are great beings. These desires are like elephants which stamp on flowers, flowers being our minds. While the body has energy, we should spend time to get rid of this disease called samsara. Otherwise, it is useless. The life is useless. Actually, people say poison kills, but poison may kill a particular person. But the poison called sense pleasures will kill you life after life by making you a slave of sense pleasures. Few people, Mahatmas, they are detached from the seen world and they are not attracted to sense pleasures. They are beyond, they transcend pain and pleasure and they achieve peace and they become liberated while alive. O Mahatma, I bow down to you. Is there a way for us to get rid of this samsara, to get rid of this suffering, this sorrow? Please bless us and grace us with your teaching. We are caught in the ignorance. So many habits, habit patterns, impressions, vasanas, they are all troubling us. So many desires. O sage, if a sword cuts my body, I can bear the pain. But the cuts caused, the hurt and the cuts caused to the mind because of unfulfilled desires is even greater hurt. I cannot bear that. How can I get rid of my ignorance? O Mahatma, all these people are bound by the craving. They are all strung on a thread called craving. And a pure mind, which is a witness, is the jewel on this necklace. Kala Swarupa, the death, wears this necklace. We are all caught in the samsara. What happened, whatever has happened, has happened. Even now, at least now, we will wake up and through dispassion, I will get rid of my desire and anger. I bow down to your lotus feet and I surrender to you. In the forest of my heart, there is a dark ignorance. Please light the lamp of wisdom, Jnana Jyoti, in my heart. And when the Jnana Jyoti is lit in my heart, in my buddhi, the ghost of ignorance will be removed. By your darshana, by looking at you by your audience. Great sages darshana is very difficult to get. Many lifetimes of punya is required for having company of a great sage like you. Through this satsangatyam, through this satsang with you, I want to get rid of my ajnana, ignorance. O Father Vishwamitra, please help me. Please teach me, uplift me spiritually. With this, chapter number 25 comes to an end. Chapter number 26. O sage, looking at these deluded and ignorant people, my mind is deluded. I am afraid. My sense organs are trembling. My intellect, which has little wisdom but not much, it's very weak. My wisdom is very weak. Therefore, I'm afraid of samsara. I'm trembling looking at samsara. I'm not getting any courage or happiness being afraid of samsara. A deer goes to the edge of the hill and falls down into a pit in desire of a green leaves. And then it starts crying out loud to help, for somebody's help. Similarly, I am crying out loud for your help. All these sense organs are pulling us into a dark pit of desires. When these sense organs are pulling us into dark pit, when will we take refuge in Satpurushas?